Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. Today's pick a card reading is, what are their late night thoughts about you? In front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different color and number. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so their late night thoughts about you. Okay, so we start off with, I know things aren't practical for us right now. Okay, so this person is acknowledging that for some reason, things don't appear like they're that practical for you too. Even if you don't feel like that's true, that's how this person's seeing your connection right now. There might as well be a but here because they're like, but I haven't felt this way in so long. So they're almost like willing to go against what doesn't seem practical because they haven't felt the way that they feel. Either being with you or just being connected with you. And they're like, I don't want to let this go. So that's interesting. Then they say, I feel like you're not interested. Okay, so they definitely can't get a read on you. They're not sure what you feel or where you stand as far as this connection goes. They say, don't you want me, baby? Okay, so when I see that card, that tells me that this person is definitely like wanting you to make it more obvious or kind of like show that you're interested in them as well. I wonder if you're happy without me. Okay, so, if you've got social media, this person's definitely checking it out. They're like trying to, get a read on you, kind of like you are with them with this video. And, just kind of like see, like, are you happy without them? So this could be an ex, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, it's just somebody who's trying to get a read on you, kind of gauge where you're at with all this. They say, try to see things from my point of view. Okay, so there's something where they feel like you're not being open-minded with possibly why, they're not fully going into this. And it could have to do with whatever the thing is that makes them feel like it's not practical, even though they're super drawn to you. Like it says, I haven't felt this way in so long. In fact, a card that came out that isn't a message card, but I feel like, it feels meant to be because it flew out, is you make them want to be a better person. 222. So you could be seeing 222 a lot. That's you and this person being connected. So the connection is there between you guys. They feel that. They know that. But at the same time, for some reason, they don't feel like it's practical just yet whenever you hear this because it's timeless. And they're like, try to see things from my point of view. They say there is no escaping you. Everything reminds me of you. Okay, so even if they try to move on, which I don't feel like they are, but either way, just going about their day-to-day life, like they're like, everything reminds me of you. There is no escaping you. They say, can't figure you out. Okay, they try to get a read on you, but they just can't, which I feel like keeps them up late at night. They go around in their head, like thinking about you. Again, wondering if you're happy without them. Like, is this what you want too? Part of me actually, as I'm tapping into this, feels like they want you to almost like talk them into it, which I find interesting because it's possible some of you will agree with them that this isn't practical, at least right now, and others of you won't agree with it. It's like if they're on the fence, they want you to almost like talk them into it, is what I'm seeing. This is what they imagine. Okay, late at night, they're like, they picture you messaging them or, going to see them and being like, no, like we can make this work. It doesn't matter if the odds are against us. Yeah. They want you to be like, I know we can win. Ooh, we have liquid courage. So, this person might be drinking at night, thinking about you, listening to music. It gets them all in their feels. And if you randomly get a text or a message, this person, it might be after some liquid courage where they get the boldness to be like, hey, what you doing? No, I'm kidding. But like, you know, they might shoot their shot. But even more than that, it's almost like they want to kind of gauge like, how would you respond if I hit you up, especially if it's been a while, is what I'm seeing. So they might not just come out and say, but that's the other thing that they think about at night. Other than thinking about you, they think about like, how would you respond if they hit you up? And maybe some of you are talking to this person, and that's what they think about, you know. They want to message you if they're not, though. Oh yeah, next we have heart-to-heart convo. That's what this person really wants. Okay, they try to imagine like, how would it go if I hit you up? What would we say, you know? And I keep getting the impression they want you to be the one that's like, sure, so then they'll become sure. Interesting. And then they kind of psych themselves out. So this is where this back and forth energy comes from. Like 1 minute they're like feeling risky, especially if they're drinking or something. And then the next minute they start like overthinking. I feel like they get in their head and they psych themselves out. And then they kind of back off, thinking to themselves like, this is too risky. I can't for some reason. Then we have no one makes me feel the way you do. And that's that point blank, you know. Keeps going back to this person, which makes them feel like this is unique. They want to explore this connection and they want to hit you up if they're not, you know, and get this going is what I'm seeing overall. And they want to know, like, do you feel the same? Okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to anytime. You can email me your questions and choose a payment option in Linktree. All the information is in the description, or you can find it in the community tab. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, group number 2. Okay, so what are their late night thoughts about you? Okay, so we start off with, you're a baddie. Okay, so this person wants you guys to know that you are fine. Like, yes, it was looks that drew this person in, but, you know, it became more than looks. Like, this person is interested in you. They love everything about you, your looks, personality, energy, vibe. But, they just want you guys to know that they think about that, though. They're like, wow, this person is so attractive. Yeah, that's definitely one of the things I think about at night. I feel like if you have social media, they look at your pics, or, you know, if you gave them any pics, like, yeah, they're wowed by your beauty or handsomeness. Then they think, I want to kiss you. Okay. Yeah, this person, you know, they definitely are like, well, if they haven't kissed you, you know, they wonder what it would be like to kiss you. And if they have, they would love to kiss you again. Like, they replay that in their mind as being like one of the greatest moments. Like fireworks. You guys, you have this magnetism, whether you've kissed or not. It's chemistry, like this passion. Like, we're starting off with all my pink cards here. So, you know, it's starting off with like, like fire energy. Like, for me, this is like the fire element. I'm sure about a lot of things, but not this. Okay, so that's an interesting way to kind of start off. So when they start thinking about this practically, they're like, like they're not sure about you and this connection, you know, like it's definitely got their curiosity. They find you guys to be mysterious, but they can't quite put their finger on you. Like, can't quite get a read on you. They don't know where you stand with this. They think you're interested, but in what way, they're not sure. So there's a lot of unknown with this connection, but a lot of intrigue as well. They want to know. They want to find out. They say no one compares to you, okay? Like, mic drop, you know? Like, doesn't matter what you say or do. Like, this person's hooked, okay? They're like, no one compares to you. I don't feel this way with just anybody. So, you know, late at night, you got them thinking. Like, they replay conversations, you know, replay moments with you. It's cute. It's cute to see. Ooh, we got my mirroring cards. So you guys, you're thinking the same thing as this person is what's coming through late at night. So this is the person that's like the last one on your mind as you go to bed at night, and then the first one when you wake up in the morning, and same for them. Okay. We have take all your big plans and break them. Okay, so this is the type of person that would love to get away from responsibilities for the day, like not show up to work, just go off with you somewhere, and both of you just have the time of your life. Okay, like really get like that one-to-one time is what I'm seeing, away from the world, away from other people, and just let loose. Like just be yourselves is like what I'm getting. As far as what you two are doing, that varies with the individual, but they do imagine like just spending the day with you. The best times of my life were with you. Okay, so if this isn't somebody that you were romantically involved with, but somebody new, doesn't matter. They feel like any moment that they think about you or that they've seen you or interacted with you was literally the best moment of their life. Okay, that's how highly they view you in this connection and how much it's really stirring something within them. Okay, like an intense connection that they recognize as being unique. They don't feel this way with just anybody. Going back to what I was saying, like, yeah, they replay like moments of interacting with you and like the things you guys have said. Ooh, deep down, I feel you're the one. Okay, this is me spilling the tea on this person. They definitely wouldn't admit this to you, especially if this is new. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely this soul recognition, between you two here. So it does feel intense, especially if it's new. You guys haven't talked a whole lot, but the feelings are there for both of you. I feel like this is interesting. It's actually hitting me that you guys might have dreamt of this person before you met them. Or the other thing that comes to me is like, you might have dreamt something of them after meeting them, and then like it just shifted the way you viewed this person. And they might have done the same thing. They either dreamt of you before meeting you or like something with the dream level. That 5D connection. And that's why you guys can't quite explain it, but you know it. You know what you know. Let me have I'm worried your family won't approve of this. Okay, this message is only going to go for a few of you. I'm not getting that for everybody, but for some of you, the person on your mind is kind of like, for some reason, they're worried about what your family will think, or that like you two could have some kind of factor that is like opposite of what you two normally go for. And you're both kind of wondering like, is this a big deal, especially to our families? But again, that message isn't going to go for everybody. You'll know if it fits you. Ooh, we got bold flex here. So this person is likely to say or do something that's totally out of the blue that gets you like not only noticing them, but thinking about them and like, what? Yeah, they have that bit of fire in them, whether they're a fire sign or not. They definitely have it strung in their chart, but they just do something spontaneously and it's like so different than what you're used to. It just gets your attention and gets you thinking of them is what I'm seeing. That's definitely part of their charm, but what's funny is they don't do it on purpose. It's just who they are. If they're not a fire sign, they could have like an Aries moon or Aries rising, something like that. They say I need time to get clarity. Okay, why? No. I feel like a lot of it is like this happened so suddenly. It's kind of like I'm getting like the Born song now in my head, like, baby, I can't let you go now that I got ya. Something about lightning in a bottle. It's just like, all I need is your electric love. Kind of like being struck by lightning. Like this connection hit you both by surprise is what I'm getting. And neither one of you expected to feel so intensely for somebody that you just met. So it's kind of like a part of them wants to take this slow, wants to kind of act like they're not as interested as they are, like that whole thing. Even though, okay, we all know, you know what I mean? Like that you're feeling this too, but okay. So yeah, they act like they need time to get clarity, to stay balanced, to come at you with that bold flex, okay? Yeah. Then they say, I wish I knew you wanted me. Okay, so I find that to be so interesting because this person comes across as being confident and then all of a sudden they're like, but wait, are you interested? Like I didn't just read into that, right? And it's like, oh my gosh, that's interesting. But yeah, do have that bit of ounce in them that does wonder. So it does keep them humble. Okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to anytime. You can email me your questions and choose a payment option on Linktree. All that information is in the description, or you can find it in the community tab. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so what are their late night thoughts about you? Okay, so right away we start off with third party energy. Okay, so if you're like, that is not my reading, feel free to choose another pile because this came through strongly. Okay, so for those of you that it does resonate with, this could literally be you or with somebody or the person on your mind or both of you. Okay, they say, am I the one you want? Okay, so instinctually, it's actually coming across that it could be you guys with somebody. But even if it's them, they're still wondering, like, are they the one that you want? I find that interesting. Okay, so they're definitely all up in your business, like wondering, what is it that you want? Is it me? If it is, let me know. Yeah, so even if they're with somebody, their heart is not with that person anymore. Then they say, I'm not ready to commit. Okay, so with that, I don't get the impression they mean like, oh, I want to have my cake and eat it too. I want to be involved, but be non-committal. I'm not getting that impression. What I'm getting is more like, I want to kind of test the waters with you, okay, and this connection and see like, what is it that you want? Where would this go? So it's not that they're not ready necessarily. It's more like they're just not, they're not ready to like do that just yet is more the impression I'm getting. They say that they're caught between a rock and a hard place. Okay, so definitely something going on where this person feels like they're not able to see you just yet, whether that's about you or them being tied up. It may not necessarily be with somebody else, but something, okay, or some reason. They say you seem happy without me. Okay, so if you have social media, they're definitely checking it out, trying to see like, do you miss them? Are you with somebody else? Okay, you might be. I mean, all that. They say, I feel like we made a mistake. Okay, so if this could be an ex, but it doesn't have to be. Like whoever this person on your mind is, this could even be somebody you were talking to or involved to any capacity, like romantically. But either way, they're trying, like they really like think in their head, like what went wrong, like their part in what went wrong between you two. And they feel like disconnecting from you was a mistake. I get the impression this person wants to make things right with you, regardless of what happened. And regardless if either one of you are with somebody. Okay, this is interesting. I feel like both of your hearts are with each other. Yeah, because they say, I want to take a leap of faith with you. And they feel sure about that. Even though I know I'm not ready to commit. But they do, though, want to take that leap of faith with you and explore this connection, is what I'm seeing here. They say, give me a sign, right? Because they're like, you look happy without me, am I the one you want? So a lot of their, like, what they're thinking about at night is like, they feel like you two made a mistake. They wonder, who is it that you want? They wonder if you're happy without them. They want to take a leap of faith, but they also want you to give them a sign. I don't understand what went wrong between us. Okay, so this person's definitely going around in their head and thinking about, like, how did we get to this point? Like, what could I have done differently? Like, how can I make things right? So everything about this has like, I want to repair this. I want to make things right with you. I want a fresh start. You are a bright spot in my life. Yeah, I definitely get that, with the yellow that's popping out here. This person's like we were amazing. Like if you were together, and even if you weren't together, okay, they felt like you could have been amazing. Like just the bit of interaction that you have had, the bit of talking, the bit of seeing each other. Then they say this is too risky. Okay, so if you're getting back and forth vibes from this person, this is why. One minute they're like, yeah, I want to take this leap of faith with you. And then the next minute they get too caught up in their head and they're like, no, I can't, especially if they're with somebody who might be like a safe bet, but not the one who has their heart. Okay, all depends. Like it's going to be different for all of you. Like I said, some of you, you're the one taken. Others of you, it's them. But yeah. And then they say, I can't stop thinking about you, okay? And that's like where it all comes back around, that regardless of what happened or you guys, disconnecting, or even if both of you are seeing someone, this person is like, you're the one that I keep thinking about, no one makes me feel the way you do. I just light up when I think about you, or like the chance of being with you. And I want to take that leap of faith. So yeah, definite back and forth vibes coming through here. They definitely wish they could hear from you first and that you would reveal that this is what you want to. I do feel like they imagine that at night. But either way, I do kind of get the impression though that this person could just all of a sudden get bold with the red here and be like, all right, like I'm going to hit you up and we'll see what happens kind of thing. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to anytime. You can email me your questions and choose a payment option on Linktree. All that information is in the description, or you can find it in the community tab. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys.